episode 135 of Day One Patch Media. I'm your host, Ryan Johnson. My mic is too loud.
One of our best intros yet.
How's it going? Aaron Gallagher.
Hey.
He's the man who just spoke.
That's me.
Adriano Petty playing the Hearthstone.
Hey.
Still going strong.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt Lawrence playing, what was it?
Clicker Heroes.
What was your version, Aaron?
I ain't repeating it. It
Okay.
wasn't that funny.
I liked it.
I think it was called Dicker Heroes.
Yeah, that's what I called it.
Some of the top stories for this week. Cross-console multiplayer, potentially in the works. Very exciting time. This has kind of been teased for a long time. Might finally...
Is this a further tease, one might say?
Yes, but it's a bigger tease than most teases.
Okay.
Yeah. We also have a Assassin's Creed VR experience in the works. Bloodborne card game. Adriano playing the Hearthstone, which is the inspiration for all these different card games coming out now. Also, more news on the Division, which is very popular right now. And, as you can guess, more VR news. So we'll get into all that, as well as our very, very popular Query Corner segment.
Question. Query Corner question.
Why do you have to? Why does it have to be
Query
different?
Corner question, and you have to spell corner with a Q.
No, you had Philosophical Corner
Yeah, no, I did.
for
Yeah.
years.
No, you do have to say the question.
There you
No.
go. It's a Query Corner question,
Yeah.
and I'm
No.
I've passed on the torch, but I have to have a little bit of say.
The segment is the Query Corner.
Question.
There, in the segment, you ask a Query Corner question.
But now we're adding 2 steps to one.
Why can't the segment be called the Query Corner question?
Because it's always a question. It's
I don't
inefficient to call it.
I have to agree with
Because-
Ryan on this one.
Because query means question. You wouldn't have a Query Corner question.
It's not a question.
Query is a question.
Not always.
Yes.
Question corner query.
Question for the Query Corner.
Anyway, we'll resolve this off mic, I guess.
It ain't gonna get resolved. If I know us, it ain't resolved.
We'll
Someone's gonna get
We still
hurt.
can't decide on a messaging service.
we'll flip a coin.
BDM sucks.
We're gonna start with what we're playing. What are you guys playing? I can guess. I think most of you.
I'll give you 3 guesses.
My Little Pony.
Yeah, and
Some sort of Barbie experience.
keep going.
And Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Wreck-It
I'm
Ralph.
playing
You've done
those
all
hit
3
games
at the same time.
No, I've been playing the Division.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we've all been playing the Division.
Since we've all been playing it, I guess we'll just kind of skip the whole segment. But I just want to get your
I've
guys.
also been playing Mario Maker
Okay, sure.
and
playing Clicker
Hearthstone
Fair
Heroes.
enough. Fair
and
enough.
Galaxy.
How's Galaxy?
That's okay.
Okay, okay. It's now our second week in the Division. How you guys feeling about it now?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's a game that I only really like to play with other people.
Yeah.
I like today with a little bit with you and then a little bit by
Right.
myself. I booted up, didn't really care much for it.
Yeah, like there's not really much left for me to do on my own in the game right now. It's just kind of wait for you guys to get online, and then we need to finish like another like campaign mission or 2, and then after that, I mean, like the only thing that's going to be left for us to do is Dark Zone runs and maybe some daily missions until they start adding more content.
Now I know people enjoy this whole kind of MMO type deal where you just like constantly try to make your character better, right? And so like you'll be running the Dark Zone, getting new gear and stuff, and trying to get your levels up.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. If I was playing this alone and didn't have to wait for you guys,
Oh, I would have dropped it so quickly.
that's what I mean.
Yeah. The only reason I picked up this game is because we haven't played anything co-op in a long time.
Yeah, but it also would have been finished in like 2 hours.
Yeah, I would have been unhappy with my purchase in that case.
It's strange, isn't it?
Although to be fair, we have been playing it like more than the average person would. Like we're reaching end game.
I think a lot of people
No.
are ahead of us, to be
Most people
honest.
are
Yeah.
done. I think
Most people are on
We're
like daily.
behind, buddy.
No, a lot of people would be, but I'm saying like we wait for each other though. Like we have that lag period. If there's like another group of people that do the same, they probably wouldn't be.
like if they were on like every night.
if they like they don't think they would be on every night. Is what I'm trying to say. They might be like a weekly, like weekend only. So like anybody who's playing like us, which is not advancing in the game other than encounters and stuff without each other, they would be behind us. I think because we've been pretty much available for quite a few.
I'm sure
days.
there's all different types of players, right? One guy reached max Dark Zone rank,
That's ridiculous.
130 hours. But I don't know. Aaron, you're at level 30. You said there's not much to do. I don't like. What do you do at level 30?
The only new things that I've seen open up to me are the daily missions.
But those are just missions
and
again.
apparently you get like a special reward for doing them. I'm not sure what it is.
You
It
haven't
could
done them
be
yet?
like a weapon or gear, or it could just be some Phoenix credits that you can
Yeah.
exchange for some gear.
Do you have experience with that yet? The Phoenix credit system.
I've got some credits, but I haven't spent them on anything.
Where do you spend them?
I think there's a special gear vendor in your HQ
Okay.
that you can buy like the elite gold
Separate
tier weapons.
from the advanced weapon guy, or is that the guy you're talking about?
And that might be the guy I'm talking about.
The guy. Okay, yeah, and the security wing.
Yes.
I'm pretty excited actually to do the challenging
Yeah,
difficulty.
I'm up for a good challenging difficulty.
because
What-
they give you gold gear.
What I feel like that game should have been was that dark zone element, like that just free for all Wild West thing, should have been stretched over the entire map. So you have that constant threat of players everywhere.
That would have been kind of cool actually.
I think I was talking to you about this, Matt. That the gameplay trailers they showed at E3 and stuff made it seem like you were under constant threat of
from
someone
other
attacking
players.
you.
I was also talking to Ryan about this today. Was the filter level should not just be like a set upgrade. You should be pumping continuous money into replenishing your filter. So it's like, oh, you want to go into the dark zone for 10 minutes and the entire place is contaminated. You need 10-minute filter. That's going to cost you $1,000 a minute.
So like Metro.
Yeah. So you're just like constantly dishing out money to get into those good areas to get better stuff.
The thing is though is I would agree with that if the gear in the dark zone was better. I don't know whether I've been particularly unlucky or whatever, but I sometimes won't find anything in the dark zone after doing like 2 or 3 runs, but then I'll do like a random, like I'll kill like a random person on the street and get something better. That does me for 3 or 4 levels.
Most of the stuff I find is off of dead NPCs,
Yeah.
not from chests or anything like that.
I will say that once we reach Dark Zone level 30, we'll be able to go into those contaminated
Right.
zones within it. Maybe that'll
But
change it.
I don't think the contaminated zones are where you're going to get the best gear because it's ridiculous to give the best gear in a box that just sits there. I think the best gear is from the NPCs and especially those landmarks where they have like the big bosses that we've battled. You know,
But
we haven't even stepped it like foot in like the higher rank dark zones, right?
That's a good point too.
Like
Yeah.
it goes up to Dark Zone 6, I think.
Yeah,
Something like
I
that.
think the first we've gone in is like maybe 3.
Yeah,
we
we
probably
got
got
killed.
like slaughtered and then
Yeah.
ran back.
yeah. So where do you guys see the future for this game? Are we going to continue playing it? Are the updates
well,
going to help?
Yeah, I mean they do say that they're working on a lot of updates for the game, and like I think we're getting another update next week to introduce like a couple features.
It's like that's the quote unquote end game update, if you will.
Yeah, I think they're doing some work on the Dark Zone primarily. I don't know. We're just gonna need to kind of keep an eye on what they introduce.
Since we're already talking about it, I'm just going to jump into the story then. The Division has announced that an update is coming next week sometime. And their main focus, I guess, right now is on the Dark Zone and balancing it. I guess people are having balancing issues. I'm not sure if I noticed that really myself.
What do you
I
mean by
think
balancing? Like,
balancing it in terms of like their design goal, I believe. Like right now, very very few people are actually going into the Dark Zone with an intention of betrayal and murdering
Oh.
other agents, other
I gotcha.
players. Mainly because no one wants to risk getting marked as a traitor and losing gear by getting killed. Because if you get killed in the Dark Zone, you lose. You drop all the gear you were carrying with you, like all the loot you collected in the Dark Zone. You lose money, your Dark Zone keys,
and your rank.
rank, or experience, so you can lose rank.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's just basically a big risk to dying in the Dark Zone, so no one wants to go rogue because they don't want to get hunted down and murdered.
So do they remove the risk of dying?
I think they're
for
gonna
rogue members?
I think they're gonna reduce the penalties for dying in the Dark Zone.
I don't think you should lose keys. Keys are rare enough, I think. Because I've only ever
I
had
know.
like 5 or 6 keys.
It's
on
so
me at
annoying
once.
to lose the keys, yeah.
And I don't even know where I get them. I think I'm just picking them up when I walk over enemies.
Yeah, sometimes you'll kill an enemy, he'll just drop a key.
Yeah,
But-
it's rare enough.
I have a theory that even if they reduce the penalties and stuff and try to promote more going rogue and killing other
Like
people,
PvP.
I don't think people are going to do it still. Because
I don't-
you can find decent gear on your own without killing someone else. And also the fact that we're not independent factions. We're all part of the Division. So you're technically all on the same side, even in the Dark Zone.
It would have
And
been
I think
cool if
there's
it was,
still
like, two
some
sides.
camaraderie there among people. Do you know what I mean?
It's weird. I agree that it's like we're all part of this like military section.
Yeah, so it's like I'm very loyal even in like fake like things like a video game. You know, I want to be a division soldier who doesn't shoot other division members.
That makes
Matt's
sense.
the opposite. Matt wants to be a division soldier.
Yeah,
He
I want to
guns
go
down
out there
people.
and kill
Yeah.
everybody. I don't care.
So I don't feel like a lot of people are actually going to open fire on other agents.
I'm kind of with Ryan on that, but I wouldn't mind maybe once trying to go in there and be.
Well, going with Matt then.
Yeah,
go in there
Matt.
and
Next time Ron and Ryan isn't, we'll go and just start fucking shit up.
Oh no, we'll do it with Ryan specifically.
I'll leave.
We need to get a taste of that PvP.
I will die and then I'll leave.
Well, I think it would have been cool because like the Dark Zone's sort of like you're in the middle. It'd have been cool if it was two factions.
Yeah.
If it was like the PMC versus the whatever, and you could choose one.
Right.
And then in the Dark Zone, that's where the volatility comes in, where it's like if you go into their zone, like that's even split in
Or-
half, you get better stuff.
Or as big as the map is, if it was just a little bit bigger, or even that, if the Dark Zone ran all the way down the center of the map and you couldn't fast travel across it. So in order
Oh,
to get
that'd be
across
cool.
the other side, you had to cross that Dark Zone.
That would be really cool. I like that.
It's like that no man's like
No man's land?
Yeah, area where you have to cross and just be careful.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, I would.
Instead,
like
they had
that
that little U shape at the corner where you can just like detour it.
Well, I mean, but I think sometimes there are people who don't want to do PvP, and so you have to leave that option open for them to, I guess, go around.
Don't buy the game then.
You could say that. There's an argument there, I guess.
I feel like the division is very much like a modern game where it holds your hand everywhere. Like
Yeah.
like there are difficult sections, like there are for
So
sure.
only during combat, but otherwise it's like, oh, go here.
Go here, and
here.
it like tells you
Go
exactly
here.
where to go.
Here's your little augmented reality marker. Go here.
Yeah.
You know.
You're on board GPS.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys have any just minor complaints about it? Because there's still things that I
Minor
don't
complaints. I
like.
have a lot of minor.
That's what I mean. There's
complaints.
minor
Yeah.
complaints. Yeah.
There's like the menu system,
Right.
the inventory system.
Side missions are,
Not good.
yeah.
Yeah, they're really.
The side missions are no different than the encounters in my eyes. Like they're repetitive. You see the same thing. None of them are unique. Like anyone who's not like an essential main character is like a character in like their personality. Like you've got like your main guys you see in the cutscenes and stuff like that. That they have like there's like a certain realism to them.
Right.
But then when you're dealing with like these like NPC like soldiers and stuff, that they're like cartoon characters.
Right.
And you get like this weird like layer of cheese that just covers the entire game. And like it looks gritty, like when you're walking around in the city and stuff, it looks good, it looks gritty, it looks like convincing, and then you have like someone's like a citizen or a soldier say something like cheesy, and then it just totally pulls you out of it.
Yeah. I think the characters they had should have been in it more. There should have been more cutscenes or something.
Yeah.
You know, you talk to them once and they say something like, "Oh, that's cool. I want to get to know this guy or this girl more."
Yeah.
And then they're just gone.
Not like no character development. It's all about just you getting.
Yeah,
to
but
work.
I didn't even really go into this game expecting character development.
I guess not.
I was a little surprised that your player character is one of the generic, never says a line through the entire game
Yeah.
characters. I was expecting a bit of dialogue, but
Yeah.
It's a little bit weird. I don't really know why they have the hub in Camp Hudson. Like I understand that you arrive there
Right.
due to a story element, which I won't spoil, but that it's sort of like okay, and it's also weird that the main objective of the game is building the base. I kind of wish it was like the side objective where like as we play, we're like constantly building the base.
It's something you could put resources into, but don't have to. I guess.
Exactly, yeah. Like we do the missions only to build the base.
Right.
Whereas I'd rather just do missions to maybe get rewards and stuff and then build the base if I want to.
you want to build the base to help with the missions, not do the missions to help with the base.
Correct, yeah.
All right. Well, there's our updated views on the division.
Division.
I still like it though.
I really
That's the weird
enjoy
thing.
it. I really like
If you've got a group of friends, sure,
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
get it.
Just to sit in there and shoot the shit.
Because like the missions we've done have been fantastically fun. You know what I mean?
If you don't have friends, don't buy this game.
Yeah.
Unless you're looking to make friends and you know, jump online
or just like
and
go quick
match yourself up
matchmaking.
with
The
some-
matchmaking is super easy and convenient.
Yeah.
Just go to whatever mission, hit triangle, I think it is, and then just it'll find people.
Yeah.
the game's really cool just to walk around too. If you're like one of those people that don't care about looting.
For me, I love walking around in games. That's all I do.
Like yeah, like you probably enjoy going into the random apartments and stuff.
Yeah, and the few times when I have gone on without you guys, I never fast travel.
Damn it, man.
I walk the entire map.
Damn it.
I literally just scale out. Like it's like, oh, I want to go do this in the far corner. I literally just map out a trail of things I can do on the way, and then I do that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I want it now. I need to go back. I'll go the other way around. Be like, oh, I can do a bunch of things on the way there.
When you do that, it does
It
seem
does,
shorter.
yeah. I do that with every open world game. And then if there's something ever off in the corner, and there's no main mission or main element to ever take me out there, I'm never gonna go there.
What if it's a main
That's
story
weird.
mission?
If it's a main story mission, I have to go out there. Yeah, that's fine. But if there's like a collectible out there and nothing's ever going to take me out there, never gonna get
Wow,
it.
okay.
I'm never gonna
Won't
see
you
a
ever
part of
just
the
like go over like travel to the horizon just to see what's out there?
game. No, I try to stick to like the main mission area.
What are you gonna
What
do
if there's a
in
secret
No Man's
mission over
Sky?
there?
Sorry, what? One at a time? What?
No, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I said, what if there's a secret mission out there?
I wouldn't know. 'Cause
But No Man's Sky, man, you're not
Oh,
gonna
I
have an
can't
objective. No, but you're not gonna have an objective. So like now, how are you gonna?
you do have an objective. You have one single objective in that game.
to get to the
Yes,
center.
but
Get
it's
to
not,
the center.
it's not a direct objective.
But what,
It's-
what, what
it
if you
is,
see
but-
something out that's away from the center and it looks cool? You're not gonna go out there and look at it.
No, I may. I might deviate because also
that-
to get there you need to explore to get stuff to build up your engine
guess the
to go further, to meet people, to get resources to go further.
Fair enough.
If I may, I guess the objective of that game is to explore. So you're simply playing
Yeah.
the overall objective.
Yeah,
Right.
that's fair.
But in another game, that's not. You just do whatever. All right, let's move into our stories for the week. First one is a pretty exciting story, actually, about cross-console multiplayer. This is already happening in indie games such as Rocket League, which can be played over PS4, PC, and I believe Xbox One, correct?
I don't think the Xbox One's compatible with the other two.
No, that was a big announcement.
Yeah.
their Xbox One is cross play with PC,
okay.
and then it's going to extend to PS4.
And
Well, I think they said they were open to that, but then they need like PlayStation to be on board before they can
Oh no,
actually match that up.
yeah, no, the PlayStation is on board. PlayStation said they've been on board for like 8 years. They've always never been against this. It's just Xbox has always said no,
Oh, I thought
and now
See,
Xbox
now,
is saying it's.
I'm kind of confused with Aaron here because I've heard it both ways as well. I heard
PlayStation gave like an ambiguous response.
recently they did. Yes.
Has it been something newer than that?
Wait, so what's the situation? I'm
Okay,
confused.
just read the article.
Yeah.
Let's figure out what's going on.
Well,
here.
the article I have it only talks about Microsoft. Doesn't
Okay.
talk about the Sony thing.
Go ahead.
Well, because Microsoft doesn't necessarily say.
So Microsoft
PlayStation
said
4.
that they're going to support cross-platform play between Xbox One, PC, and competing consoles. Okay, then
Including
Sony,
the Wii U.
then Sony came out and said that they will look into it, right? Which is kind of ambiguous. And then they also said Shuhei Yoshida, I think, came out and said that it's not a technical issue as much as it is a what do you call it?
licensing.
Like a deal making issue, where you actually have to they have to talk to Microsoft and get this done.
Yeah.
I feel like it might be a technical issue. The
don't
fact that
think
we
so.
can't
It's
change our name,
You just have to work with the developers, really.
Yeah, like if you're sending and receiving the same information regardless of what platform you're on, it shouldn't be a problem.
I can definitely see it with games that are like on their own network, like anything on Bethesda Net in the future and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be probably pretty easy.
But I'm wondering how matchmaking is going to work. Like what? Like if two of us were on Division for Xbox, two of you were on Division for PS4, and we wanted to play with each other. I wonder if there was a way to say look for these specific players and meet up with them.
I want to know if I can add Xboxers to my PlayStation friends list.
Yeah,
Or
I
party
don't,
up.
I don't
Or
think you can
part-
add friends. That will never happen.
or party up, or if not, you can always do a cheat with the party and just do a Skype chat.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
One person on I believe it was the Microsoft the Xbox podcast and IGN. They were bringing up the fact that what happens when you have DLC exclusives.
And then you
Where
probably
Call of Duty it launches right now it launches first on PS4. You know,
It'll probably just say the same thing as if I didn't have it. Like,
have
if
it
one
on the
doesn't
same
have it.
system and be like, you can't play with these people.
but that's a weird deal now, isn't it?
Not necessarily.
But for when
We're already getting enough of an advantage, or enough benefits from this deal that I don't think people are really going to nitpick, being like, oh, we can play together, but we don't have the DLC. It's like, well,
I think
would you
this-
rather just go back to not being able to play together too?
But I think this really kind of cuts up the whole player base even more. I think because now you have some Sony users who don't have the DLC, and you have Xbox users who completely don't have the DLC.
But the community is
Yeah.
going to be bigger in general now.
Yeah,
regardless.
and if the deal wasn't in place, you would just wouldn't have those people. Like, yeah, you're gonna have more people, and more people are gonna have the alternate console or the pack that you don't have on the alternate console. But you're still gonna have those people who don't have that content on your console. Like, it's not decreasing in any way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just the potential for more players to be there.
Although I do want to keep PC users out of my shooters. I don't want some guy to come in with a mouse and keyboard and just destroy me because I'm using a clunky controller.
Maybe they'll have like options, like if you want to play with just Xbox and PS4 players.
Microsoft did say that. For they could say on their end, they're still going to have an option to say you only want to play with Xbox players, and they'll weed out everyone else.
Because a game like Rocket League doesn't really matter. You know, controller or
or if you're playing co-op with a PC guy, who cares?
yeah, you might want him.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Let me just read the official statement from Microsoft. This was in a GDC letter. This is from Chris Carla, director of ID at Xbox. And they said, first, in addition to natively supporting cross-platform play between Xbox One and Windows 10 games that use Xbox Live, we're enabling developers to support cross-network play as well. This means the players on Xbox One and Windows 10 using Xbox Live will be able to play with players on different online multiplayer networks, including other console and PC networks. So I guess other console, the only thing you can think of is
PS4.
What
PS4.
about
Unless,
the Wii U?
Or
unless
Wii
they're
U.
talking 360.
Wii U, man.
I hope they're not talking 360.
Why aren't they talking Wii U?
Or the Wii.
Because there's no... What games... Name a same game on all consoles.
Call of Duty.
No.
Nope.
Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
That's not on Xbox One.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh, wait. Is it in the list of games you can play?
The first Mass Effect, yes.
The first Mass Effect.
First, not because the first Mass Effect was Microsoft published.
Oh, so they just did it.
Yeah, you're allowed to do it.
Okay. That's a weird situation there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's why the first one wasn't on PlayStation for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Microsoft had a
Oh, I
time
love
on
that. I love
that.
that first one. All right, moving on. More VR news, as always. Assassin's Creed, the movie, is getting a VR experience. So Ubisoft is actually going to be working with Fox to create this VR experience. I believe it's separate from the movie. It's like a different... It's not like a scene from the movie. I think they shot this separately for VR.
Just in the same like sort of movie universe.
I guess so, yeah. I guess they would just release this online, or is it like they're going to sell it? Do you know what I mean?
Special
Wait,
bonus
it's not going to be
feature.
part of the movie?
I don't think so. It's not like you go to the theater and put on the
Wouldn't
the
that be a
headset.
twist?
That'd be ridiculous. No,
Bring
great
us-
way to spread lice.
Sharing is caring.
Not when it comes to lice and diseases.
I don't know if you're gonna get a disease.
I'm just saying.
Also making a VR experience for the upcoming Warcraft movie.
Yes,
That's hilarious.
which is a big CG mess.
Oh, man.
So
I kind of
that's-
wonder if these companies push too much, and this is why things fail.
But they need to push, or else it will fail.
No, but there's a certain amount of advertisements that eventually make me want to try something, and then eventually I'm like, Jesus, like enough, like I don't want to use this.
Well,
now.
this is just 2 movies so far, though.
But AC,
Yeah.
like AC is massive.
Yeah,
Not in the movie industry, I don't think. It's not massive in the film industry.
Like
For to gaming and the gaming community and the gaming industry, yes, it's big.
I'm talking content
to-
in general. It's just too much. It's way too much.
you mean in terms of AC itself?
Yeah, AC is just it's too much.
So we're not getting a AC game this year, but we're getting the VR experience along with a movie. So yeah, I don't know how they're releasing it. Is it going to be on console? Will the PSVR be able to play the AC movie experience?
Nah, I don't know.
I would imagine it's probably going to release under some. I'm going to guess there's probably an app that plays these things, and that app will then handle the cross-platform, depending on where it is, and that's a guess. Because I don't think
Actually,
they're going to.
that just brought up kind of a point I wanted to think about was how are they going to distinguish like solely VR games in the store compared to just regular titles,
I'd probably just like a filter of some
a
sort,
different store page.
another title or something,
Yeah.
or a different color, like they do with the Kinect was purple.
Yeah, they're just is literally going to say underneath where this says PS3, PS4, PS Vita. It's going to say PSVR.
Okay. Sorry, what were you saying, Matt?
No, I was done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Also, I find it funny that this Assassin's Creed movie is already getting a sequel.
God.
Already working on a sequel. So either that means it's good or it just means they're ambitious.
I feel like they're just being ambitious.
Great. Now this Assassin's Creed. There's gonna be an annual release of Assassin's Creed movies along with the annual.
What
release
is
of
going
Assassin's
on?
Creed games.
Like,
And the sequel apparently has Michael Fassbender back on board.
Oh my God! Wow. If he's willing to sign on, okay.
That's what I mean. It must be good. Maybe it's a good movie.
I don't know.
He produced the first one, so maybe he's just trying to make money. You know,
when's it coming out?
December.
So like relatively soon.
And our scene tirage is going, right?
I guess. Is that when Star Wars Rogue One is coming out?
Well, same month.
God.
Comes out like a week before.
Oh, that's gonna get demolished.
Yeah.
It's better hope for a good
No,
first
a
week.
week before is enough insulation, right? Because they want that weekend, right?
The opening weekend's the most important, yeah. But for a movie like this, they might want, what do you call it? Word of mouth.
I feel like they might not be expecting much, so they want the big opening weekend, and then
I feel like it's gonna
That's
go
it.
wave Prince of Persia movie.
What if it's fantastic?
I think it's gonna be like.
What if it's
I
a
agree
really
with- I
good
agree with
movie?
you, John. It's gonna be like Prince of Persia.
I have hope, man.
Or maybe the first one's gonna be good, like the first Pirates of the Caribbean, and the next two are gonna be shit.
I just saw today some news site said it was in their top 10 best films of this year.
AC
Yeah.
No, it's not okay. Top 10.
Yeah.
was it the?
I want
GameSpot,
to see.
movie
No.
list?
Hold on, I want to see this person's rest of the list.
I'll try to find the link once we're done.
Yeah, that the rest of the list is very important
I
to
guess so.
that comment.
Yeah. Gods of Egypt.
Swear to God,
will
if
be on
Pixels
there.
is in there
No,
somehow.
it isn't.
Pixels, yeah. Moving on. Bloodborne, Aaron. You're the big Bloodborne fan.
Yeah, so
Card
you
game in
right?
the works. You excited for that?
I
Huh?
mean,
What?
who am I going to play with? You guys?
No, you. Well, I'll be playing it.
Is it a digital card game or a
It's like a
tabletop?
Hearthstone, yeah.
No, I don't think it's digital. It's
I
a
read it was a
physical.
tabletop.
It's a
Is it
physical
physical
one.
game?
I thought
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah,
physical
it's a
one.
deck.
Oh, yeah,
it's a deck builder game.
Don't get it then, Aaron.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it.
I thought it was a digital card game.
And that concludes that chapter.
If you grab it, I'll play it with you. I'll give it a shot.
Depends on how you play.
I don't know, but I'll try it.
It's probably like any other deck building game. That's a
Although
hobby mark
infuriating,
game.
I'm sure. 'cause
So
it's
so
Bloodborne.
so what if I had to guess what it probably is? You start off with 5 set cards or your pick of any 5 from a certain amount, and there's going to be enemies lined up, and there's going to be 2 steps. You either go to the shop and then you go fight, or you just go fight. And when you go to the shop, you can go buy upgraded stuff, and then as you defeat guys, they give you money or items, and if they give you money, you go back to the shop to keep fighting. So early on, it's probably going to force you to fight lower end guys, and then as you build up your deck, then you can fight higher end guys. The problem is though, then everything gets shuffled in, and you have to deal out a card, so you don't get to choose what you draw when you go fight.
I love this. So the company producing this game is they said that there won't be any miniature figures, but there will be sweet components.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't expect there to be figures if it's a card game.
Yeah. So it's a card game based on the Chalice Dungeon runs, where players compete to kill monsters and
Yep.
take their blood. But don't die, he says.
If you guys want, we can play one called Thunderstone, which is probably super similar. It's probably what's going to be what it's like.
Maybe.
It's a good game.
It's being produced or published by a company called Cool Mini or Not. Are you familiar with them?
No.
Okay.
That was a real heartfelt no.
I probably have played something from them, but I don't recognize the name. There's only like 2 big players in the board gaming community. One of them being Fantasy Flight.
What was the name of them? Cool Mini or No?
Cool Mini or Not.
Cool Mini or Not?
It's probably the same people that made the Resident Evil card building, like the card building game.
Yeah. It's funny because they said it's simple but highly deep and interactive.
Just like Bloodborne.
Moving on. The Division, again.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry. But this is about the possible DLC locations
yeah.
have been discovered via I guess a glitch. So they found some unfinished zones, such as Central Park and DeWitt Park, which can be freely explored after exploiting a certain glitch. And I guess to get into the actual areas, it's kind of a process. You have to fast travel to the Dante's Run safe house, which is in Hell's Kitchen. You can find a metal fence, and then you can kind of like jump at a certain angle to get, I guess, through the fence.
Through it, yeah. I watched the video.
Yeah. And we'll try to like warp you back to the map because it will say like you're not in like a playable area. and then you had to do a couple of other things using ballistic shield and mobile cover.
Yeah. You have to use like the ballistic shield. You have to get up into like a corner at a certain part.
Yeah.
You put up the ballistic shield, so you're stuck there, and then you use the other one, which will like inadvertently knock you back because there's nowhere for you to spawn, and it pushes you through a wall.
So here's my question: how the hell did someone figure this out? If it's so difficult.
These
just to
people
get in
do
there?
this like as a job.
Yeah, people
They
literally just,
figure exactly how to break a game, and they run with it.
That's nuts.
I watched a video. Like the area outside of it's actually pretty detailed. Like there's a whole highway stretch with like cars just like and school buses left there. There's like whole buildings. I don't know if you could clip through them or not, but there were whole buildings still there, and it looks like it was in development for something at some point.
I'd be interested to see if some of the things they update is they start to branch out the number of districts. So they'll push the borders of the map outward.
Right.
That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah. Now, oftentimes we find a lot of these things in games, but do they actually turn into DLC? Or are they just like areas where the developers like were testing stuff, or
I think a lot of the
trying
time
to design
it's
something?
cut content. It's initially they plan to have these as full areas, and then whether it's time they're running out of time or resources, they'll just say, okay, we got to cut this, cut our losses. Don't just leave it as it is, and we'll just move.
Leave it.
Yeah,
It'll be backdrop for the rest of the game.
Because if it's like unfinished, like why would they even put it in?
just
as
'cause
unfinished.
it takes longer to clean it all up and remove everything than just to leave it.
Okay. So the two areas, Do It Park is clearly unfinished, has a bunch of bugs and anomalies, as well as little touches such as a giant plush monkey resting on a park bench. So there's weird random things in it, I guess.
And it was like just like even the menu fucks up when you're there too. If you open up the map in there, like all the icons just continuously start growing bigger and bigger and bigger.
Weird.
I think I can't imagine they won't do Central Park.
Central Park is pretty big. Like I honestly thought it was in the game.
It could be a new Dark Zone. That would actually be a good area for a new Dark
That'd be
Zone.
cool. It's actually in line with the Dark Zone, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah,
you can see it on the
if
map.
you were to extend it, it would go into it.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's like the only place that's actually a different environment than city streets.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine that they would not do a Central Park map
I
of some
think
sort.
I think in the Division lore, Central Park got turned into a giant like cemetery. That's where they just started dumping bodies.
Oh, it'd be good.
So
Backdrop
it would
for
be a
some
Dark
fights.
Zone then, right?
It'd be pretty dark.
Well,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I just mean like because the infection is like what the Dark
Pretty
Zone is.
grim. The grim zone.
Okay. This is all out of order because I have more VR information here.
Oh man.
Man, we should have done all this Division stuff right at the beginning, and then
Well, that's it for the Division stuff, all right? PlayStation VR, the price was finally announced. This was announced at GDC. American price $399. $399. Canadian $549.
Wait, for PlayStation VR?
Yeah,
I thought I heard $5.99.
I saw $549.
Wait, did you say $3.99 for America?
Yeah.
So it's $150 more here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
That's a shitty dollar, man.
Even though it's not that low.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's like 74 right now.
75. Yeah. So. Anyway, is this a good price?
American one, yeah.
not good enough to make me buy it on launch.
Not the Canadian price.
If you had disposable income, though, I think that's a pretty good price.
Well, yeah, if I had disposable income, anything's a good price.
Yeah. But the catch is, and what everyone's kind of getting a little bit angry at, is that it does not come with Move controllers or the PlayStation camera. PlayStation camera is like $60. I don't know how much
90 up here,
And that's
probably.
mandatory. It needs it.
you
doesn't it?
need that camera for the head tracking. I don't know if there's much you can do with it without the head tracking.
Wait, you actually do need the camera?
Yeah,
You can't.
I think so.
Games aren't just
There might be certain functions you can do, but I think
I thought like all the head tracking stuff would be in the headset.
Oh, you know what it might be.
the reason why it's so cheap and is because it doesn't have much processing on board.
Well, wouldn't it be the headset would be the tilt and like where your head's facing, but the camera would detect how far you are left, right, back, and forth.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know how much they're selling PlayStation Move controllers for because those have been on shelves for years now. Thank God I still have mine.
Well, or I presume they're gonna.
They're
Sell them
going to
again.
bring them back to market if they're going to
Yeah, I was gonna say like
they're
that'd
not
be
gonna,
really
they're not
good.
gonna be like,
no.
you need
Didn't buy
this,
'em.
but they're not available.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying, but I don't know what the current prices would be for them because they're not on the store shelves yet.
Probably 50 each.
Yeah, they're probably upgraded
Around there.
Put them up to like a PlayStation controller price.
You know what? The actual PlayStation Move controller hardware was actually pretty decent and stuff.
It was okay.
It felt like very like
Oh, the
quality.
little globe was dumb.
It tracked better than any other system I saw.
Yeah.
Better than the Wii and better than Kinect. You know. I think there was a lot of potential for the PlayStation Move. It was just at the end of the whole Move generation that it fell off.
Yeah.
I could have like thought of like countless games that would have been great for it, and they just never did anything like that. You know.
But do
It
you
was the
think,
perfect like sword fighting like game.
But don't you think that like the Move is sort of like the way of the PSVR now? Because the Move needed the camera.
Right.
So now we got another thing needs a camera again,
Right.
and it failed terribly. But now it also needs the Move controllers optionally.
Yeah.
But
Optionally.
essentially, it needs it.
If you want like a really cool, I guess VR.
If you want the VR
experience,
package, you need it.
yeah. Because the Oculus Rift does it come with the controllers?
Oculus, it comes with no the Oculus controllers. Like
It comes
those
with an
motion ones?
Xbox One controller.
No, it comes with an Xbox One controller.
the other
But
one
they have separate
They do have separate ones. but
Move
those,
like controllers.
well, those are not being released at launch, and those
Right.
do not come with the unit when they are out.
What about the Vive?
I don't know what's going on with that.
Okay. So this is just a little bit of description of what the actual hardware entails. OLED display, 120 hertz refresh rate, a screen size of 5.7 inches, resolution 1920 by 1080, 360-degree tracking, 9 LEDs. Your field of view is approximately 100 degrees. That's a little weird, isn't it?
What is it again?
100 degrees?
Why the hell is it not like 180?
What do humans have? Isn't it a
Hun-
little over
humans
180?
is like 140. Oh no, for head track, head movement,
No, for your field of vision.
field of vision is like 140 ish.
I thought humans was a little more, wasn't it? Or no?
Isn't it close to 180 with peripheral? But I'd imagine
That's what I'm
they're
saying, the
They're not going to have
peripheral-
peripheral.
I guess not. I don't know what the actual screen looks like inside there. And but one person pointed out that what if you could use the the DualShock 4 controllers because they have the tracking thing on them.
Do you have two of them?
What if you could
That's so stupid.
hold those in the air as you're swinging around and stuff? Anyway, I don't know if I want one yet. It's pretty expensive, especially here in Canada.
If I had money to throw away, I'd get one for shits and giggles. But
yeah.
I don't
I'm
even think it'd be
more
worth it
interested
then.
to see the community's reaction first.
Yeah. And this is first gen too. Who
I was
knows?
going to say Gen 1 always sucks.
Who knows how bad or good it's going to be? Here's a question: will it make it to Gen 2?
No.
Probably.
it might.
2 maybes and
I can see
the
making the Gen
Kinect
2.
made it to
Yeah.
Generation 2.
right.
And this is probably
it
going to be more
reinforces it.
successful than the Kinect.
I saw one analyst said that 1.6 million units for PlayStation VR.
No, I think that's being a little generous.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they have pre-orders open? Because like the Vive has pre-orders open.
Opening soon, I think. Yeah. Maybe we'll get pre-order numbers. You think?
Yeah.
Not
although
from
that-
Sony,
although
but some analyst or whoever tracks those kind of things.
Yeah.
Michael Pachter. He's fucking wrong constantly.
But like
I don't think
like
he tracks numbers, but
like the pre-order numbers are not going to reflect the sales after. Like it's
No.
always a rush.
right.
Of new
People want the
numbers.
new stuff and they want to try it. Yeah, right. So anyway, there you
Matt,
go.
buy one.
I'm not going to buy one.
Matt,
Buy one so I can try it.
I'm not buying it.
do it.
I'm not doing it.
Adriano, you always pointed out that you just want it for Netflix.
That's what I would use it for.
And that's essentially what they're doing with the PlayStation VR. They say every PlayStation 4 game can be played on PlayStation VR because they have a cinema mode where it looks like you're in like a theater and you got a massive screen in front of you and you can just play your game. You can also do this for movies and viewing pictures.
yeah, I do that.
So there you go.
I just lay down and like just lay up, like my head be facing up and just watch stuff. So I don't actually have to sit up.
So that is actually happening. Your wish is coming true
Yeah, that's what I would use it for.
at a $549 price tag.
Although Gear VR probably makes more sense to do that
yeah.
if I wanted to watch stuff.
Watch the head tracking screw up, and you have to still look forward, or else you're looking at the roof of the virtual theater.
You're just like, just a reflection onto the roof from the quote unquote projector.
I guess you could trick it, right? If you launch it
And then
with your
while
head
it's-
back,
I'm
it'll,
I'm
reorient
also
it.
sure you have like a one touch lock. Be like lock it down, move your head, and release.
Although
and
remember,
adjust.
this is Gen 1, so they might not have that yet.
I'm sure they will.
But you know what?
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
With those 360 videos on like Facebook and stuff, you can use your finger to scroll around, or you can use the gyroscope to track. So if you did lay down, you could just use your finger to put it in the proper place.
Oh yeah, I didn't know you could use your finger on those.
Yeah.
You know what you should do? You should just get like a generic phone headset. They're like $17, and you just like put it in, and you could just watch Netflix on your phone.
Like the cardboard one, right?
There's the cardboard one, but there's like real plastic ones with like adjustable lenses and everything for like $17.
But you can't just take the Netflix app and put it up to your face.
Yeah, you can. Why can't you?
Is that how it works?
It has you turn on the Netflix app, you put it in front of you,
phone
and
right
then
now,
you're
trying.
lying back and you're watching Netflix. Why couldn't you?
No, but
I don't know if that would work.
Why wouldn't it work? Because it has lenses. You adjust the lenses and you look at Netflix.
that's right. The lenses.
You watch Netflix.
I forgot about the lenses. Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's the case. Yeah.
$17 or $5.49. Not too bad.
Aaron,
Sorry.
no yawning when the future is here.
It's
Okay.
not here yet. We're sitting
We're
here in
talking
the
about
present.
the future.
The future's never going to show up.
All right, for our final segment, the query corner. I
Oh,
will
we're there
ask
already?
the query corner question. If you could reboot an old game, any old game, what would you add to the new version? So, do you have a favorite old game you would want to see rebooted?
Now, Adriano came up with this question.
I don't
so-
have an answer if that's what you're wondering.
Damn it.
Well, it takes some thinking, right? Because you got to think of a game that could benefit from something that's been
Crash Bandicoot, and we add Horde Mode.
what?
You add Horde Mode.
Horde
To
Mode.
Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah.
Would
All
that
right.
would that be good?
I don't know. I just want Crash
How would that
Bandicoot
work?
to come back.
How would the Horde Mode work,
I
though?
don't know. I haven't thought it out.
All right.
I would do Contra from the original Nintendo Entertainment System, but I'd do an upgraded, like a customizable character and like an economy system.
Like, would you bring it back like as a full realized 3D game, or
No,
is it
no, like
the
still
side-scrolling?
8-bit, maybe upgraded to 16, but it'd be like it's open world, so it's an open world map, so you can do missions in whatever order you want, and you have a customizable character with an economy system.
Jeez.
That's probably what I would
Pretty
do.
good.
There's my answer.
I gotta say, probably Morrowind, because it's suffering from the old mechanics.
Yeah.
So bring Morrowind into the new like Skyrim mechanics, sort of thing, and there you
That'd be
have it.
fun because I really want to go back and play those old Elder Scrolls games, but I'm not going to do it because they're just too damn old.
Because they're old. They're
Yeah,
not.
they're
They're not
old.
new, Ryan.
Well, no,
But not
they're
only
difficult
that-
to play. They're
Yeah.
very difficult to play.
Yeah, I don't want that. Have you guys seen the KOTOR? Someone's like redoing it in what's that game engine?
Is it an official remake?
Unreal.
Not official.
Okay.
It's all fan.
I keep on
It's gonna
forgetting
get
that.
taken down.
Is it really?
These things always happen.
But
as
they're-
soon as someone like a fan project starts and they start like advertising it, it's like a month before the game company comes in with a lawsuit saying you cease and desist.
But the thing is, they're pitching it as a mod. They're not selling it.
It doesn't always matter.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's been some mods on Skyrim and stuff that have been like cease and desist because they're like infringing on the rights and stuff of certain groups.
Jeez.
I think the mod More Oblivion. I don't know if it's still live or whatever, but I heard it got sued.
What was that?
That
What did
that was Morrowind in the Oblivion engine,
Oh, so that something like that did get shut down.
and that was the same series.
Mm-hmm.
So
There was the Metal Gear Solid. Someone was remaking Metal Gear Solid 1
Right.
in Unreal 5, I think, and they just got slapped with a cease and desist recently.
I would love to see that game remade.
Yep.
That would be fantastic.
Well, I mean, Kojima wanted to have it remade
know.
before the dark period struck.
the time in which we don't talk about.
I myself can't think of a game really, just off the top of my head. I like the KOTOR idea because that's really dated now. But that new version, I don't think it looks that great.
So you
Well, I
would
mean,
want a
it's
AAA
a
one.
fan thing. They don't have the resources to make it look great. They
But
just,
they also don't have like the design skills of what the Star Wars universe looks like. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't look like Star Wars to me when I look at it. Oh, you see the Arabesh symbols and stuff, but I mean that's just symbols. It's not anything. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I just said you would want the AAA remake then.
Yes, for most games, because I can't play old games.
unless they're a remaster.
Oddly enough, yes.
Unless
make any
unless you
sense.
can get them for full price.
I know it's weird. I know it's a horrible thing. But if they simply just rebox it and rebrand it and send it out, I'll be fine with it.
Doesn't make any
You should
fucking
you
sense.
should think about that, Ryan. You should
No,
think
doesn't make
long
any
and hard
fucking
about
sense.
that.
It's so weird.
You
I don't
should-
get it.
Well, that's why I'm saying you should think about it.
You're weird.
Like, what was the? I guess the Borderlands. They brought the PS4. I would go buy that and play it. No problem.
They brought Borderlands PS4.
Borderlands 2
Oh,
with the
I thought you
Handsome
meant the
Jack
original
bundle.
Borderlands.
No, I don't think that's on PS4. Is it?
No, I think they're talking about it though because people were like, "You're gonna give us the second Borderlands and the garbage one, but not the first one."
Is the pre-sequel garbage or is it just?
It's meh. It feels like a straight to DVD sequel.
I'll never understand that. Why when you give it to a different developer, just no one seems to care about it.
Well, you can't farm the bosses. I've heard. Like some people would farm the bosses for a certain item or something,
Why do they change stuff like
and
that?
they just like that's it. Maybe they like,
They
didn't
also
think
like
people would
added
do
in
it.
this ridiculous element where it's like, oh, you're outside in the moon, so you have not only have your health and your shield you need to worry about, you have your oxygen meter you need to worry about. So that's like another thing you have to constantly replenish, and guys will just drop oxygen tanks that you walk into and replenish, or there's like things in the environment that give you oxygen, but you have to constantly worry about it. And you can like deplete your oxygen thing to get like a higher boost jump.
It sounds like just like a pain in the ass.
It is, and then but like it's also confusing because then you think you can reach certain areas in the environment which they never intended for you to reach. So you're constantly killing yourself. You're like, oh, it looks like I should be able to get over that ledge using like if I get a running start and my boost jump. It's like no, you just fall off the map and you die.
How about that BioShock remasters they're talking about?
If it has every single thing in it, I might get it. Has to have BioShock, BioShock 2, BioShock Minerva's Den, BioShock Infinite.
What's Minerva's Den?
It's a DLC for number 2. Better than number 2.
The DLC for number 2 is better than number 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then you want the Infinite DLC as
Infinite, and then the 3, the I don't know, it's not necessarily a challenge map packs, but the Burial at Sea Part 1 and 2. If it has all of that, I'll get it.
That was a franchise I always wanted to get into. I tried playing the first one, but again,
Oh, and that
too dang old.
that leaked cover art looks so nice.
I haven't seen the cover art,
Oh, to Google, it's actually really nice.
so I would love to give that another try if they remaster it.
You're playing Alan Wake right now.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it too.
Yeah.
It's a cool little universe they made.
Yeah.
It still looks good for its time.
Yeah, but as like Adrian pointed out, the character models
The character
look
models
garbage,
suck.
but the environment looks
Environment's
fantastic.
nice.
The gameplay feels fine. You know.
Oh, dude, I love that game.
Yep. All right,
Top 3 games of 360.
that's all I got for this week. We'll see you guys next week. Subscribe
What an
to us.
exit. Nothing.
Oh, subscribe to us on the iTunes here. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Although nothing is posted on the Instagram. But YouTube is our big thing. So go check out our videos on YouTube. You can watch the Alan Wake ones that we're just talking about.
Same day, one patch.
Yeah, what he said.
Same day, one patch time.
Goodbye.